Okay, so good afternoon. We have today with us Jenny Dinoia, who is an artist, and are you a juggler also?
I'm a juggler.
Okay, so today we decided
And
to
more.
focus on juggling. Okay, so do you consider juggling a sport, an art, or simply a way to relax?
Wow, you are such a smart woman. Do you know that? That has been a topic of debate for many years in the juggling community. When I started juggling, it was seriously, I started in Manhattan and I would go to this place called Carmine Rec Center. And afterwards, we'd all get Chinese food. And one of the topics of discussion was, oh, is juggling a sport or is it an art? And we've tried to, I think, have it in the Olympics because you can do numbers and you can, qualify it. Like Anthony Gatto, can do the most amount of objects, even though he retired. So he's like the number one juggler. So yes, it's a sport. You can have, qualifiable amounts. Like I can juggle 7 clubs for this amount of catches,
And you
this
get
many balls.
strong in the arms.
It is. It's a sport. Like you need good posture, you need endurance,
Yeah.
all those things. And it is also an art because you see people like Wes Peden, one of the most creative jugglers out there right now, who, invents different tricks. And you see Gandini Juggling, which is a theater dance juggling company, and they blend, beautiful juggling with dance. And I do that as well with Angie Pearl Productions. We blend juggling, object manipulation with dance, and we have dance solos, that are extremely artistic. So you can see so many beautiful acts where it's such art, like Michael Motion is very creative and done artistic things. So you look super happy.
Yeah. So do you do a lot of creative stuff yourself?
I'm more of a creative juggler.
Oh yeah, you like to change the different way you send stuff, and you also like to do it with lights, right? With the lighting.
I love, just cast a juggler who I find talented, and then they bring a lot to the table. And then with the right song and choreography, just kind of do something that's very entertaining and artistic. So move the audience.
What was the name of the juggler you had at Levi's Studio?
Well, I had a few. There was Chris Garcia, who had he
Yeah.
did the, gosh, what is that called with the yo-yo thing? Yeah.
Juggles the thing.
Yes, he has the yo-yo thing. I'm just blanking. I'm having like a brain fart. He does the,
Yeah, he moved the balls around.
well, he did the thing with the, it's like a
Yeah.
Chinese yo-yo.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is that called? My goodness, I'm so embarrassed.
How about the other guy, the one before that?
Well, there's Melanie.
No, there was one that was like a superstar in one of the. It was a trio. Don't remember his name.
At Levi's Studio?
Yeah, Levi's Studio.
A superstar.
You had one 2 years ago and then 1 year ago. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And then
I think there was just Chris and Melanie.
okay, and at the
So it's Chris Garcia, very talented juggler. Melanie Webster was in one. We passed clubs. And then it was Studio 200, we had the water ball
with
piece,
with
Cryptic Firecat, but that was a duo.
Okay, that was.
And then did I do another one at Levi?
Yeah, you did another one at Levi. You did one before that when it was all in the dark,
That was Melanie.
and then
Chris, there was a, gosh, what was his name? The dancer.
oh, a dancer.
He's
yeah.
black.
Yeah, I
I
forgot.
think his name was Chris
Okay.
Scarver. Chris Scarver.
Okay.
But he wasn't a juggler.
Oh, I thought.
But
he
he's very
was.
good.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was. Did you keep in touch with him?
Well, I believe so, yeah. He's
Okay.
very handsome, too. Hi, Chris.
What if you watched?
He was
it?
such a cutie.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nice little dancer he was.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun actually to get
Yeah.
hold of all these
I
artists.
think the most fun part about producing and directing is working with great artists. I mean, when you work with someone super sweet and nice and talented, it's the best because you're in rehearsal and, you do get stressed out, or at least I do. I get overwhelmed and this and that. But if you can try to just enjoy it, and I'm getting better at it with time, then you can really be present with the performer and realize what a gift it is to just be able to create and do it. I do it more for the most part now just for the love of it. There isn't that much money in the arts. So a lot of the residencies, or I just did a gifted solo choreography, which was purely voluntary, really. But now with the juggling that I'm doing with my solo act, it's for hire. So I'll do like events or corporate stuff or bar mitzvah or whatever. So that's where I'm focusing just now,
Okay. So when you did the one at the dance studio with the water bottle, was that a story?
I was kind of
Environment?
I'm not as affected now, but I think I've been really kind of like, I'm not as affected now, but just the state of the oceans, the state that so many people don't have water, access to clean water has really affected me. So I don't know. I mean, I was just in a healing place at that point. I had some kind of bad stuff happen to me the previous January. So I was... That song was by Dvorak. It was a pretty intense classical song, and it was really just about... I mean, I don't even remember what I told Cryptic at the time, but there's a lot of there's a crisis around water
And plastic bottles.
and plastic going into the ocean. And the water's getting dirty, and we're putting plastic in the ocean, and people don't have clean drinking water. It's really heavy.
So it's a heavy subject, but you made it into a production. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, we were juggling the water bottles. Man, it was absurd. I don't know.
Okay. But it's good. It's good that you introduce bottles into juggling. I mean, you can juggle with anything, with apples, with oranges, whatever the topic is, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So each time you perform a gig, do you do a different number?
Well, the idea is that I work on this one gig, this one song now, and I can repeat the performance so that I can kind of just perfect like a dance juggling solo and then perform it for different events. So that's what I'm doing now. And then like the piece I choreographed with Chris Scarver and Melanie, which was an LED act. Like when I was in LA, I told my partner, like, listen, I want to just reset that same skit on you and like another dancer or whatever. We can recast it, because I'm like, I already worked hard and it was well done. Why don't I just re-execute that? So instead of like always reinventing the wheel or recreating a new piece, I can look back on the body of my work through video and then restage it just like they do in ballets. So, yeah.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. So it's just a matter, depending on the venue and depending on the party, the theme can be different, correct? I mean, for a party that's happy, you have to have like a happy choreography.
Well, the best thing to do is to make people cry.
Why?
During a happy event, like if it's a wedding, you just want to like bring out the like violence and.
No, you don't want to do that, do you?
You don't want to do that?
No.
A little bit. You can't have them be too happy.
Oh, a wedding is happy.
Not when they get divorced. They're going to look back.
But
they'll rewatch the videos and be like, that bitch. So it's a good thing I warned them, We'll do a whole skit about prenups and like, I hope you got your prenup.
Did you ever think about doing something like that?
The prenup act?
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
The best thing is to just surprise them. No, I don't know. That would be funny though. I really like comedy though. I think like life can be really sad and depressing and heavy. So like the best medicine is comedy. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Comedy is the best medicine. But if you broke your leg and you go to the hospital, I hope your doctor doesn't tell you a joke.
Oh.
Sometimes the best medicine is medicine.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, to lighten up, it's better to do something funny.
I think laughter does really help, though.
Yeah, I agree.
It dispels negativity.
Okay, so I hope, so do you have any new gig coming up?
The new gig is I'm working on, well, it's a very common song that's done like ad nauseum in street performers shows and comedy shows, but it's Eye of the Tiger, Survivor. If anyone's seen Rocky, it goes dun 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 dun, and it's a really funny song, and then I'm just kind of like dancing and juggling to it. But I still drop, like, even though I think I can juggle really well certain things, like I know how to do a cascade and I know how to do my doubles, and I'm working on this one trick. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to juggle 4 clubs. I'm going to do my basic skills, and I still will drop. Okay. So I got to, like, the amount you have to practice for performing versus what you can do in practice is crazy different. Like, you just get more nervous when you're performing, so you need to, like, know it more than you think. So I got to practice more, but that's what I'm
doing now. And is Dolores Park the best place to practice when the weather is good?
I think wherever you are, that's the most convenient and that you enjoy. So I think one factor is weather. So you want a place where there's no wind, because if it's too windy, then you can't really juggle. You don't want rain unless you like you want to like have a roof area or something, but and then you don't want it too hot or too cold. But San Francisco is never too hot or too cold. But
so it's good.
And then you don't want it to be sunset unless they have like lights around you. Okay. Like you want daytime.
So 1 p.m. Dolores is the time you go?
I don't actually go there that often. I went there I think twice, but it's really fun.
Okay.
So everyone in San Francisco, Dolores Flow, Sundays at about 1 o'clock to maybe 6. I don't know.
Okay, and to get hold of you, what's the best way?
Well, angiepearlproductions.org. You can watch some videos of my past work. And
Angie Pearl Production on YouTube.
Right. And for, if you're interested in body work or energy work or a coaching session on how to be as, following your dream and bright and shining and happy as you can be while dealing with challenges in life, then you can also schedule a consultation with me over email, the yoga room. Or actually, you can just email me at jenndinoia@gmail.com, jenndinoia@gmail.com. Okay. Or my phone number.
Okay. All right. So thank you. It has been a pleasure to interview you, Jenny. I hope that your career as a producer will go further, and that we'll see soon your best production ever. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, may I say something?
Sure.
I just want to say thank you, Mom, because you've always believed in my art. Even when I was a young child, you'd buy me art supplies, and you would give me guitar lessons. I remember I was like 7, and I was with this like heavy metal guy, and we would like do guitar. Who was that? Do you remember him?
No, I don't remember.
Do you remember the song? Anyone watching? We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Okay. We would sing that together. It was so funny. He was like such an 80s rocker.
Okay.
I thought that was funny that I had these lessons with this like, probably, I don't know, this guy that was probably like I'm teaching a 7-year-old guitar, and I'm grateful that you've always believed in my art making as an adult and my productions. You're definitely one of my biggest fans, and I just love you so much, Mom. Love is a double-edged sword where you hate them and you love them. Have you ever heard of that? So sometimes I just want to like grab you and shake you and be like, oh my God, you're the most annoying woman on the planet.
All right. Happy
And then
Mother's Day. Is that what it is? Is that about Mother's Day, Jenny? All right.
Okay. Yay! To all the moms out there. Have a great day.
Okay. Thank you.